New York strip steak, a beginner's guide to cooking the perfect steak. Hey guys, it's Missy. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cooking the perfect steak at home might feel daunting, but it's more achievable than you think. Today, we're breaking down a simple yet impressive recipe for New York strip steak step by step. Whether you're new to cooking or want to impress your family or friends, this guide is tailored for beginner cooks. Plus, we're sprinkling in pro tips along the way to make sure each steak comes out perfectly. Grab your apron and let's get started. Before we dive into the cooking process, let's gather our ingredients. Make sure to measure them out before you begin to make everything smooth and stress-free. 2 New York strip steaks, each about 250 butter, essential for richness and flavor. 2 tbsp olive oil for the perfect sear. 2 cloves garlic minced adds depth and aroma. 1 tbsp salt brings out the natural steak flavor. 1 tbsp black pepper, a hint of spice. 1 tbsp fresh rosemary for a burst of herby fragrance. Pro tip: let your steak sit at room temperature for about 20-30 minutes before cooking. This ensures even cooking throughout. Proper seasoning is the foundation of great steak. Generously sprinkle salt and black pepper on both sides of the steaks. Don't skip the salt. It's critical for bringing out the natural flavors. Beginner's note: using fresh ground black pepper makes all the difference. It has a more robust flavor compared to pre-ground pepper. Heat 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a skillet over high heat. The goal here is to create a hot surface for that golden, crusty sear on your steak. Pro tip: to test if the skillet is hot enough, sprinkle a few drops of water onto it. If they sizzle and evaporate instantly, you're ready to go. Place the steaks gently into the hot skillet. Sear for 3 to 4 minutes per side until they develop a beautiful golden brown crust. Avoid flipping the steak too often. Let it sit so it can develop that caramelized, flavorful exterior. Beginner tip: resist the urge to press down on the steaks with your spatula. It lets the flavorful juices escape. Once the steaks are seared, lower the heat to medium. Add 2 tablespoons of butter, minced garlic, and fresh rosemary to the pan. The butter will start to melt and pick up the garlic and rosemary flavors, making it the perfect base. Tilt the pan slightly and use a spoon to drizzle the melted butter mixture over the steaks continuously. This process, called basting, locks in moisture and adds layers of flavor. Beginner's shortcut: if you're juggling too much, baste once every 30 seconds instead of continuously. One of the most overlooked steps in steak cooking is letting the meat rest. Once you've removed the steaks from the pan, set them on a plate and let them rest for 5 minutes. This allows the juices to redistribute, resulting in a tender and juicy steak. Pro tip: cover the steaks loosely with foil while they rest. This keeps them warm without steaming them. The combination of high heat for searing and basting with butter and aromatics creates a steakhouse quality steak at home. Each step brings out the natural flavors of the beef while adding layers of richness and complexity. Plus, this recipe's simplicity makes it beginner-friendly without compromising on taste. Now that your steak is perfectly cooked, pair it with equally simple yet delicious sides. Garlic mashed potatoes, creamy and comforting. Grilled asparagus, a healthy green side with a slightly smoky flavor. Fresh garden salad, a crisp and refreshing complement to the rich steak. Beginner-friendly idea: serve your steak with store-bought garlic bread for a quick and hearty meal. How do I know when my steak is done? A. If you don't have a meat thermometer, use the hand test. A medium-rare steak should feel like the fleshy part of your palm when your thumb and middle finger touch. Can I cook this on an outdoor grill instead? Ain't ye? Absolutely. Follow the same seasoning instructions and cook for about 4 minutes per side on high heat for a medium-rare finish. Cool, what if I don't have rosemary? Swap it with thyme or omit it altogether. Garlic and butter alone will still taste amazing. Cooking the perfect New York strip steak at home doesn't require years of experience or fancy equipment. With just a few simple techniques, seasoning, searing, basting, and resting, you'll have a restaurant-quality dish to impress everyone around your table. If you're a beginner, don't worry about getting everything perfect the first time. Practice makes progress, and each steak will only get better. Now it's time to fire up your skillet and give this recipe a try. Snap a photo and share it with us on social media using Cocker Steak Success. We'd love to see your creations. Happy cooking!